How high-value men stand out and capture attention. There are certain men who walk into a room and women can't help but notice them. It's not about looks or money, it's about mastering one key trait that sets them apart. If you've ever felt overlooked, stay with me, because this secret is going to change everything. 1. Confidence, not cockiness. Confidence is one of the most misunderstood traits when it comes to attracting others. Many men think being confident means talking the loudest, being the most visible, or dominating conversations. But that couldn't be further from the truth. True confidence is quiet. It doesn't need to be flashy. Imagine walking into a room, and instead of needing to be noticed, you allow yourself to be noticed. This subtle shift is what separates men who demand attention from those who command it. A confident man moves through life with a sense of certainty that doesn't depend on outside approval. He knows his value, and that's why he doesn't feel the need to constantly prove it. Whether he's at work, hanging out with friends, or meeting someone new, his self-worth doesn't fluctuate based on how people react to him. This is attractive because confidence like that is rare. Most men are constantly seeking validation, whether from their boss, friends, or women. This endless search for approval reeks of insecurity, and people can sense it from a mile away. When you're confident, you stop trying to impress everyone. You stop overthinking your words and actions, and instead speak and act from a place of authenticity. Authenticity is magnetic, and women are naturally drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin, those who don't need approval from others to feel good about themselves. Cocky men, on the other hand, are often loud, boastful, and try too hard to be noticed. What women are truly drawn to is the man who is centered, grounded, and steady. Confidence also speaks volumes in how you carry yourself physically. The way you walk, your posture, and your eye contact, these are non-verbal cues that radiate confidence. When you walk into a room, do you rush or do you take your time, like someone who knows they belong? A confident man walks with purpose, his head up, movements relaxed but intentional. He doesn't fidget or slouch because his body language reflects his internal belief in himself. That's what draws people in without him having to say a word. 2. Being present and grounded. One of the most powerful qualities that separates high-value men from the rest is their ability to be fully present. In today's world, most people are distracted, their attention fragmented between their phone, their surroundings, and their own thoughts. But a man who can focus entirely on the moment at hand, who is grounded in the now, is someone who will always stand out. Women notice when a man is genuinely paying attention, not just pretending to listen, but really absorbing what's being said. Being present shows emotional intelligence and maturity, two traits that are incredibly attractive but often overlooked. When you engage with someone, whether it's a woman you're interested in or a friend, make sure you're not just physically present but mentally and emotionally present as well. This is something most men don't do. When talking to someone, they're often already thinking about their next move, how they're going to respond, or what's happening on their phone. Here's the key. When you're fully present with someone, you make them feel valued. And when a woman feels valued in your presence, she will remember you. She won't be able to ignore you because you've shown her that she matters, even if just for that moment. Most men underestimate how much impact they can have by simply being present, by maintaining eye contact, listening without interrupting, and responding thoughtfully. Being grounded goes beyond just conversations. It's about how you carry yourself through life. A grounded man is someone who isn't easily swayed by external circumstances. Whether things are going well or falling apart, he remains steady. This inner calm is deeply attractive because it signals that you're in control of yourself. You're not reactive, and you don't let your emotions dictate your actions. When a woman sees that you're calm and collected in any situation, it creates a sense of safety around you, a feeling that you can handle whatever life throws at you. 3. The power of silence. Most men are uncomfortable with silence. They feel the need to fill every moment with words, jokes, or comments, believing that silence is awkward or a sign of weakness. But here's the truth. Silence is incredibly powerful, and mastering it can set you apart from 99% of other men. When you're able to sit in silence, whether during a conversation or just in your own company, it shows an immense level of self-assurance. Men who talk too much often come off as trying too hard. They're uncomfortable with stillness because they haven't mastered the power of silence. The power of silence. Most men associate silence with being overlooked, but in reality, silence can be a powerful tool to command respect and attention. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. Women will lean in, both figuratively and literally, to hear what you have to say. When you don't feel the need to fill every space with chatter, there's something magnetic about a man who doesn't feel the need to constantly talk. It signals that you're confident enough to let silence do the work for you. Instead of bombarding a woman with opinions or jokes, let her come to you. Give her the space to fill the silence, and you'll be surprised by how much more intrigued she'll become. Silence can be used to build tension, create curiosity, and show that you're comfortable with yourself. The next time you're out with someone, practice this. Don't rush to fill the gaps in conversation. Instead, be comfortable with the pauses. Let her feel the quietness of the moment. When you do speak, make sure your words are thoughtful and deliberate. This creates an aura of mystery and makes you come across as more intentional and composed. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude this kind of self-control and confidence in their own skin. 5. Boundaries and standards. High-value men understand that they set the tone for how they are treated by others, including women. One of the most powerful ways to ensure women never ignore you is by establishing and maintaining clear boundaries and standards. Many men, in their eagerness to please, fall into the trap of becoming overly accommodating. They put up with behavior they don't like or tolerate disrespect because they fear losing attention. But here's the thing. Women respect men who respect themselves first. Having boundaries isn't about being rigid or controlling. It's about knowing what you will and won't accept in your life and relationships. When you have standards for how you want to be treated, you automatically weed out anyone who doesn't align with those standards. Women are particularly drawn to men who know what they want and refuse to settle for less. When a woman sees that you're not afraid to walk away from a situation that doesn't serve you, she'll think twice before crossing your boundaries. A man without boundaries is someone who is easily manipulated. He'll do anything to keep a woman's attention, even if it means sacrificing his own needs or values. High-value men are different. They communicate their boundaries clearly and without apology, and they're willing to enforce those boundaries, even if it means losing someone's attention in the short term. This level of self-respect is incredibly attractive, and it's one of the main reasons why women will never ignore a man who embodies this trait. So, the next time you find yourself in a situation where your boundaries are being tested, don't be afraid to stand firm. When you respect yourself, others, including women, will have no choice but to respect you too. 6. Mastering your emotions. Finally, one of the most powerful traits that make a man truly unforgettable is his ability to master his emotions. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings or pretending to be emotionless. It means not letting your emotions control you. Most men live their lives reacting to the world around them. They get angry, jealous, or frustrated, and they let these emotions dictate their behavior. But high-value men operate differently. They feel emotions but don't allow those emotions to drive their actions. Women are naturally drawn to men who are emotionally stable. They want to feel secure in the presence of a man who can handle whatever life throws at him without losing control. A man who can stay calm and composed in difficult situations signals strength, and that strength is incredibly attractive. Women don't want to deal with someone who flies off the handle or crumbles under pressure. They want a man who can navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. To master your emotions, start by becoming more self-aware. Pay attention to how you react in different situations, and take note of the triggers that cause you to lose control. Once you identify these triggers, you can begin to develop strategies for managing them. Whether it's through deep breathing, taking a moment to reflect before reacting, or simply walking away from a heated situation, mastering your emotions takes practice. But it's worth the effort. When you can maintain your composure no matter what's happening around you, women will not only respect you, they'll be magnetically drawn to you. Emotional mastery is the ultimate form of self-control, and it's a trait that women find irresistible. 7. Purpose-driven living. A man with purpose is a man who cannot be ignored. When you are driven by something greater than yourself, whether it's a personal mission, a career goal, or a passion project, you radiate a different kind of energy. Women are naturally attracted to men who have a clear sense of direction in life. A man who knows where he's going, and more importantly, why he's going there, is someone who stands out from the crowd. Think about it. So many men drift through life without a plan or a clear vision of what they want. They live day to day, just going through the motions. But a man with purpose lives intentionally. He wakes up with a fire in his heart, driven by something he believes in. This passion and determination are magnetic, and they draw others, especially women, to him. Having a clear purpose means you have focus, determination, and a roadmap for your life. It means you understand your worth and how your time and energy should be invested. When you have a purpose, you become a man who is hard to ignore. Women are drawn to that energy because it shows you have direction and that you're not just floating through life without a plan. 7. Cultivating mystery and depth. One of the most compelling traits a man can have is mystery. When you're an open book, there's nothing left for someone to discover, and the intrigue fades. However, when you cultivate an air of mystery, when you don't reveal everything about yourself up front, you create a sense of curiosity that keeps people engaged. Women are naturally drawn to men who have layers, depths that can't be fully explored in one or two encounters. This doesn't mean you should be aloof or distant, but it's about knowing when to hold back and when to reveal more about yourself. The key is to give just enough to spark interest, but not so much that you remove the challenge. You want her to feel like she's peeling back layers over time, learning new things about you with each interaction. This discovery process is what keeps her intrigued. Being mysterious also means you don't need to share every thought or intention. There's power in being a little unpredictable and keeping people guessing. When a woman knows exactly what you're going to do or say next, the excitement fades. But when you keep her on her toes, and she's never quite sure what move you'll make, it adds an element of excitement and intrigue. Cultivating depth goes hand in hand with mystery. A man who has passions, hobbies, and intellectual pursuits beyond surface-level topics is naturally more interesting. Read books, learn new skills, and explore the world. When you become a man of depth, you are no longer defined by shallow traits. You become someone worth getting to know on a deeper level. Women will never ignore a man who promises the thrill of continued discovery. 8. Unapologetic authenticity. There's nothing more attractive than a man who is fully himself, without apologies or reservations. In today's world, where so many people try to fit in or follow trends, authenticity is rare. When a woman encounters a man who is unapologetically himself, it's refreshing. It's something she can't ignore. Authenticity isn't about being perfect. In fact, it's about embracing your flaws, quirks, and unique traits without feeling the need to hide them. It's about standing firm in who you are, even if it means not everyone will like or approve of you. Many men try to mold themselves into what they think women want, constantly adjusting their personalities, opinions, and behaviors to please others. But here's the thing. When you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to anyone. Women respect men who have the courage to be themselves no matter what. If you're passionate about something unconventional or niche, own it. If you have opinions that go against the grain, express them. When you show up as your true self, you'll naturally attract women who appreciate you for who you are, rather than who you're pretending to be. Authenticity also shows through consistency. When your words, actions, and values align, it creates trust. Women can sense when a man is being fake, and they can also sense when he's being real. Be the man who is comfortable in his own skin and doesn't try to hide behind a facade. Women will never ignore a man who is truly unapologetically authentic because they know they're dealing with someone real. Conclusion. In the end, it's all about becoming the man who naturally commands attention, confidence, presence, emotional intelligence, and independence. These traits set you apart and make you unforgettable. As you cultivate these qualities, you'll notice that women can't help but be drawn to you. Remember, it starts with you. Build yourself up, and the rest will follow. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to elevate your mindset. Thanks for watching, and stay focused on your journey to greatness.